See you.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. So I just recently knew about your work, what you are doing through Instagram. I think I have just registered. I don't have kind of much uh, information about that, what you are doing and what I will get here. But I know that I am in the right community because I really needed it.
Sure,
Thank
you are welcome here always. So, uh, what is the specific kind of problem that you have? Uh, Actually, I circulate a Google form wherein I take that
you.
Google form only I can see. So you don't have to worry about what kind of problem, and you can also have my
Okay.
WhatsApp number. You can also tell me there, right?
Okay. Okay.
So,
Okay.
uh, mm, so anything happens, in life.
Yeah.
It If you take it all, everything together, it appears big.
Yeah. Sure. I can
Huh.
understand. Yeah.
So,
And I'm taking it I'm just invested myself, my mind in multiple ways, and I am just nowhere. That's why I'm not reaching.
yeah. So the first trick is to uh, segment it into small thing, small task to
Yeah, it will be easier to just yeah.
yeah. So yeah. So welcome Devas, welcome Samiksha, welcome Anmol, all of you. Thank you so much, and great to see you. So you can mute yourself, Anmol, if there is lot of
Okay, okay,
sound.
sure.
Yeah. So what we can do is I'll go through whatever I do and bit of intro about myself. Everything else by reading a bit about whatever I do. So let me share the screen. Is that the way we should go about, or should we go like say we don't make it much formal and just take your problem? You can ask questions and I can answer. So this can be an initial thing. We can do that, or else I'll just go through my entire PPT. That will take some time, of course. Yeah. So just let me know in the chat or by unmuting. Samiksha, you there? Yeah. Yeah, Samiksha. So let me then run through my PPT so that no you people get to know what to expect, right? So let me share the screen. So all of you can see my screen, right? Yeah. Huh. So this is about how to overcome past setbacks. Whatever setbacks you people have, everybody has some kind of problems you have. Basically, I help you to overcome that. And I'm grateful that you are here. And it will take 90 minutes if I go run through all my thing, even if I take just per slide, if I take 10 seconds also. Do please take digital notes so that you can ask me questions, no, afterwards. That will help resolve the entire thing. And save questions to the end. It will be at the end so that the flow is not disrupted. Thank you for your patience. And I promise you the best value that I can give. And thank you again. So, see who I am looking for and why you are here, because I have lot of potential inside me. That is what lot many people have told me. And those people who have lot of potential, those people will only come to me. That is the very reason why you are here. You are here because you have lot of fire inside you. But that is what I am saying. How do I know? That is because my story. My mentor has told me I will attract only people like me. So that is why I know. And might be you are not recognized, which was my story, ignored most of the time, despite doing the best, overworked also 9 to 10, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Also, I worked sometime. I didn't get the result, not given the due, and it hurts. That might be most of the problem. Willing to take risk. Yes, you people are willing to take risk. can work harder provided there is a reward. Of course, you cannot go on and on, right? But appears to be none. No reward is there. That is what you see, not motivated. So what now? Maybe another reason. Now let us talk about what success is. If we are thinking about success and getting depressed, then take a look at this graph. This is by the LinkedIn CEO himself. He says most of us think that it is like say gradual. Success is gradual, one after the other. It is not so. The lower graph, if you see, we get success a bit, then we face a failure, we take 3 4 step backwards, and it is in loop. Some of us have lost jobs in the COVID period. Most of the people, ladies who actually take this sabbatical after a childbirth, and then 3 4 years they do nothing, then again they come back to job, so that becomes a loop. And when they come back to job, nobody gives them a job. So our lives, all of our lives in different way, all of our stories are very different, but this is the loop that happens. We have to overcome, we have to step back, we go back, we are pushed back, and then we come back, and slowly and gradually we build our roadmap and go up. So first of the thing, whenever we are feeling frustrated, no, first thing, you accept this, that this has been a story with everybody. You are not alone. And maybe you were laid off, as I said, during COVID period. So if that is what has made you stuck, then yeah, you are okay, you are right of being stuck. You might be feeling uh, say stuck and depressed, and no, all those things, negativity, that might be affecting your productivity. And also some reasons which might have happened in your life, which you cannot share with anybody. Maybe another, you are looking for another job. So if you are looking for another job, another alternative, then take a look at this graph. So whenever you are stuck for some time, what happens is you act at 20% productivity level. Whatever is your potential, suppose X, you are just 1/5 of that you will be operating. If you are operating for say a sufficient period of time, say 1 to 4 years, 5 years, the more senior you are, the more time it takes to find an alternative. Are you okay? So if you are one of them, then for 4 to 5 years, you operate at 20% productivity level. What happens to your potential? So that is the main problem that happens, that actually bothers professionals. Now, I have done one market research, and towards the right side, you can see my handwriting. Whatever I have heard, asking questions, I have written down, and it appears like this. I have categorized them into professional issues and personal issues. Towards the right, it is personal issues. Personal issues can be many. And I have gone towards the root of that, and I have found out these kind of issues which actually affects your productivity at workplace. Now, if something happens in your personal life, that will affect your productivity, right, at workplace also. Then you can pick up a jhagda with your boss, your colleague, or something. Then it becomes a professional issue. Then you forget about your personal issue, and you blame the professional issue, because that is easy to blame. Personal issues, very difficult to blame. So for example, self-doubt, if it happens within you, na, who you will blame? So that is why we see we tend to find one excuse where to put this blame, this jhagda, all of our why we are bothered, all these things, and blame it into productivity issue. Of course, there are some genuine issues at workplace also, but all of these now come from personal issues, I know from my experience. So what it does is, it affects your entire area of life. You You are not able to take decision, work decisions hampered, learning a skill will be difficult, consistency will be difficult, communication is not proper. That is why you have picked up a jhagda. Confidence will be hampered, colleagues will be saying something, managing time, all kinds of trouble will happen. All kinds of issues will happen. Every area of your life will be uh, affected. Now, how am I qualified to do this? This is my boss who actually has praised me a lot about finding another solution. I tell you, I'll not go in detail about what all has happened. That is why he has appreciated me, but something he has seen in me. He is an international figure. Still, he respects me and he appreciates me a lot. That has given me some confidence. So, if you find somebody who will appreciate your work, you will actually know that somebody else will be able to see that worth in you. Definitely. And this is another mentor of mine who has taught me who has brought me into this digital space. Because of COVID, I came to him. This is Siddharth, my mentor's mentor. And I finished his Freedom Finisher, which is the first level thing. And this is Blair Singer, his mentor. So you can see I have gone to every stages of mentors from whom I am learning till today. So he told me that courage is one thing that you need to teach to people. Courage is not about, like, say, fighting with courage with somebody. It has to be your own decision, no, finding your own voice. That is what he talks about all the time. So this is the certification I got from him. So, what do we work towards? We work towards our goals, our purpose, and our freedom, our family, right? So, likewise, you also have something like this. If goal, freedom, family is my purpose, my values, then you might also have some kind of values. So, these is titles is how I formulated as my 6 values in the same format. Title is tranquility, inclusion, dignity, abundance, learning, and joy. So, based on my own story, I'll tell you a bit later. So the system I have developed is I call as leadership growth blueprint. And the tool is resourceful influencing. And the method is AHAP method. And the skills you will be learning are the 4 strategies, which I call as difference, how to differentiate yourself, how to prove your resilience. Resilience will come differently to different people because our strengths are very different. Then once you establish your resilience, you influence people, and that is how it takes you to prominence. This is a cycle over and over you play. Suppose you were assistant manager, you got to the level of senior manager. Again, there will be many senior managers. Among them, again, this cycle starts. It starts with differentiating, resilience, influencing, and then prominence. Every level you have to play this game only. So this is the blueprint that I have formulated. So what I talk about is how to package on an unbeatable USP. Each of us is born unique, and everybody has something unique about them. Anmol has a separate USP than me, and Samiksha has another, Devas has another. So this unbeatable USP, do you know or half know or something? If you don't know completely, of course, we cannot discover everything, but we step by step we will discover that. So that unbeatable USP, we have to find out. The second secret I do is framework to build expertise. So that how to build whatever you know already, that might be at 20%, 30%, or even 70%, how to build that expertise to show. Everybody should know that you can build with some results, right? How to reach to that result. And in syncness is the suppose you are in a job and during COVID time you are laid off, then you are not getting the job in your own thing. Suppose you are a mechanical engineer and you are not getting as job as a mechanical engineer. What do? Now you have to have that expertise that in syncness, that to 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 adapt at other sectors as well. Many people have come to the financial sector. That is what I have seen in my circle and in my students also. So this in syncness, it has a lot of connotation. You have to be an expert, no matter what is the sector, where you have been working. Everybody should recognize you as an expert of some kind. The second thing is, you have to, whether there is a job or not, you have to be an expert. So this is something we'll deal with in the third secret. This has different meaning to different people. So these are the three secrets, and after this workshop, we'll go through one-to-one session so that I can understand, you can tell me, and I can tell you the initial solution, how to go about it. And strategies are the uniqueness, as I described, resilience, and how to influence people and how to connect with people. These are the four things we need to keep in mind. This is what we will work towards. These four things will take you through in whatever problem, whatever sector, whatever area you are. Now, here what I do is I give you a roadmap of 10 personalities who you will become. So you start, the moment you accept a solution, you become a protagonist. You are in some kind of trouble, some kind of crisis, and now you know the protagonist. You start as a protagonist, and that means you now are hopeful of a solution. And then gradually we go become thought magician, pioneer, crusader, cruising captain, deep work dynamo, storyteller. With each, these are the 10 stages I have given, because at each stage you will learn one technique, one strategy to be that person who is unique, right? And ultimately you become a game changer. So who is the protagonist? What we will learn? We will learn about personality makeover. Choose who you want to be. Abhi, whoever you are, you have to um, decide who you want to become. That is the first thing, because I will not know what you want to become, what your desire is, that you need to do. And the personality makeover we will do at this stage. Second stage, your personal abilities, whatever you know, whatever your degree, credential, whatever you are, that one we will find out, and we will write stories. As I say, each person, if they can discover, say, 5 strengths, then there will be 17,000 stories about that person. So each of you will have, definitely, I'll give you some link and you will see, you can find out your strength. Anybody who has 5 strengths, and everybody has 5 strengths, can have 17,000 plus story. Now, how many stories do you know about yourself? Not more than 10 at this point of time. Maybe tomorrow when we will start working, you will know more. And I'll tell you how to do it. Actually, I have developed a framework in which, if I put only your strength and whatever you will discover, then there will be 2 lakh stories generated automatically, right? That framework I have kept there. So this is the second stage. Third stage, productivity. I have just circulated one uh, small ebook to you, how to deal with productivity. You know how to use your resources. What is resources? Resource is your budget, your time, and your HR. How to utilize all these three things. If you can do that, that is how productivity is enhanced. Time is the biggest resource. So how to enhance your time? Where time goes, in being stuck, thinking negatively, being depressed, that is where our time goes. If we can overcome that, then you will ask, can anybody overcome that depression and all those negativity at one go? No, of course not. But we can minimize that now, and we can formulate a habit how to minimize that. So this is the third thing we'll be learning. Fourth is punctuality, which is about time efficiency, of course. And then I call you as a crusader. Power bonding is a very important skill, which is team building, wherein you overcome conflict, whatever conflict is happening, and ambiguity also. Your boss says something, your super boss says something. How to work through that kind of ambiguity. This is the characteristic of a leader, who can overcome ambiguity and manage conflict. Next is priority. When we take a decision and we are not able to make quick decisions, that is when we should know that we have very limited priority. We cannot decide about our priorities. That is why this problem. And this take lot of deep work. If I tell you something to do, suppose I tell you that only take one task per day, you will resist that, na? So to-do list mein to there are 10, 20, 30 things. How can you say that I'll do only one work? So this takes lot of inside dialogue. So that is the next thing. Then pattern of response. This is all about communication. So you become a storyteller once you master this communication. And the interesting thing about communication is the moment I tell communication, people understand this as English speaking. And when I ask, suppose you have to tell it in Hindi, what you will tell? Abhi English nahi aata, chalo, jane do. Can you speak it in Hindi? तो वो भी नहीं पता है. So if you don't have anything in your brain to tell, what would you tell? Even if you know English. So this is about the masala that you need to present in communication. That is what is communication is. And this is of threefold thing. One is style, whether you are a dominant personality or you are an assertive personality. Whether you talk assertively, you put your point, but you are not rude. Whether that, what kind of person you are. First of all is that is what style is. Skill is what? How to put whatever you know. Suppose you are doing some work. Your boss needs to know. What would you tell your boss? How do you sell yourself every day? Is what skill is. So your boss will not always give you 1 ghanta, 2 ghanta time. Your boss will passing through and he will be say, हाँ अनमोल क्या चल रहा है? You should be saying something at that moment. Sir चल रहा है तो बोलने से what he thinks है बंदा depressed है कि बंदा is not very proactive. If you look very energetic and say कि done है sir, that thing is achieved or something, whatever you are doing na, do word mein if you can tell that boss na gets impressed. Next time you ask for his time na, he will proactively give you that time कि इसके पास तो something है which will help me also. So you have to know that skill. And strategy is all that if he gives you 15 minutes time, then what you will tell. So that 10 slide ka PPT, do you know how to make? तो वो सीखेंगे. And if he gives 30 minutes time, then what? And if boss ka boss gives you time, then what? Suppose your client gives you time, then what? So सबके लिए different slides होते हैं. So we will make all those slides and keep, so that whenever you progress, just make a little change here and there. All the time you don't have to put newly create that PPT, right? So this is about poise. Pattern of response. Poise is mindfulness. See, suppose you have all the qualities of another person also. Whatever skill you have, the other person also has. 10% also have. Then how can you stand out? You can stand out by your attitude, habit, action, and perception. How positive you present yourself is something, and how you deal with the problems is another thing which will differentiate you hugely. Skills will take you to some extent, but your mindset will take you to the top. So this is the next thing we'll be knowing. And passion. How does mindfulness comes? It comes by your own emotion, your own urge to do something. What is that you want to do passionately? That is what we will discover. And this is about mentoring also. The moment you know your big goal, you will also realize that it can't be done all by yourself. So you need a team. You need to have a collaboration. You need to have a community. So these are the 10 things we'll learn. And who you will become? You will become an unicorn. Who is an unicorn? Who is a high value individual and who achieves significance. This is an unicorn. So that is what this journey will be. So who I am? I am a mathematics postgraduate with 25 plus years of experience. And all my life, I handled non-mathematical portfolio. I, I am, of course, a data analyst also, but I got at unpublished jobs, like say published job. Nahi. I actually went to companies and asked them, I can do this. Do you have a kind of job? I did their job and they recruited me. That is how I have approached all my jobs. So unpublished jobs are those which are never published. And those are 80% of the jobs. Why those are not published? Because people don't know that they need this kind of job. So when I go and ask them ki this kind of jobs should be required in your company, then they get surprised. And they think that I know more than they know their company, you know. And my USP is resourcefulness. And my trick is starting small and keep building. Whatever I do, I start small and I keep building on that. I don't go for a big thing all at once. So this is my family. I have 2 daughters and I have an extended family. These are my friends, my mentors. All of them are my family only. So you will also, if you come, then you will also be part of my family. My community is also my family. Key patterns in my life: single mother of 2 children with huge responsibility. Professional life got affected because of personal problem, because I was a single mother. Then fast worker, saved budget, but was not proving skill or strategy till these 15 years. You know, the turning point came when I attended a HR workshop, and it was for HR professional. As I told you, I am a mathematics postgraduate. I didn't know anything about HR. But in that HR workshop, I was supposed to present one HR policy of my company. I developed it in front of everybody and presented, and everybody appreciated. That is when I knew that you don't have to get trained about something to do the job perfectly. That is what resourcefulness is all about. Nobody can teach you now all the things in life, whatever crisis you are going through. So that is how I got selected to one big company of 5,000 employees in 2008. And shift in my pattern is focus on challenging tasks. This has been my strategy. Focus on challenging tasks to get over that negativity. Once you are giving yourself challenging tasks, you will not think about what negativity happening in your life. And dream than the designation. My dreams were bigger. From whatever position I was able to give bigger dreams to my company than my boss could. So that was what I also recognized in myself. And so as a result of getting into that bigger company, the first challenging task I got was uh, enumerating 44 lakh women for bank account opening in 2 months' time. So how did I do that? I actually trained 12,000 people, and in every 12,000, each of those 12,000 had this kind of energy. No? So I know that people have this kind of energy, they can achieve lot of impossible tasks only if you recognize and trust them. So I trusted that magic. After that, I went to Meghalaya, wherein we created this common service center, 239 of them, And that time it was pre-data stage, the utility billing and everything payment had not yet started. So 239 of them I established all over Meghalaya and gave a business plan wherein these people could earn. The operator of this common service center could earn 5,000 to 10,000 rupees. 1,500 of them I trained there. Meghalaya is known for their intolerance towards outsiders. But I remained there and I roamed in all the 7 districts. Nobody objected to me in any way. So, and then ecotourism I developed out there. Meghalaya is a beautiful place. Then in 2010, I did data tracking by learning business analytics. There was a crisis happening at that time. I could learn this and also I tracked. After that, from 2011 to 2015, I was at Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve, which is in MP, Eastern MP, which is an Naxal affected area, wherein I was given the task of making this area. There was not enough food for this local people. No, that is why they were getting into the forest and getting killed by the tiger. It is a tiger reserve. So my task was to give them solutions how to produce food. And within 4 years of time, they became food sufficient. How did I do that? I gave them 4 solutions. One was SRI, the second was mustard cultivation, third was integrated farming, and fourth one is herbal cultivation. So whatever you are seeing, this is a 50 acres land wherein I taught them this. How did I know this agriculture? I learned it, right? And these are the ladies. They were in Ghungat before I came there, and these ladies they won 17 awards in 4 years. They formulated a community-based organization, and there were 2 clusters, and they became the board members of that organization. One of them won the CII award of 1.5 lakh rupees and broke mustard production record of Madhya Pradesh. They had 36 lakhs in corpus, food scarce to food sufficient. Within 4 years, they became leaders. They won one award from the then Chief Minister of Gujarat, Mr. Narendra Modi. Now, these things cannot be planned. I couldn't have planned. But these things happen once you become and start working small and work on your path. These things start happening. And she told, why she won the CIA award was, she told that if गरीब के पास छोटा सा धन हो जाए ना, capital form हो जाए, then they can escape poverty. That is what she told. It was not me who told. So I take pride in making these kind of leaders also. पढ़ा लिखा है या फिर नहीं पढ़ा लिखा है. And the then industry minister, Mr. Anand Sharma, felicitated. Another farmer won the MS Swaminathan Research Foundation Award. Another lady won an award from the Andhra Pradesh governor. And this is a grassroots worker who has become the CEO. Now he is the CEO there. This is one of my colleague who has become UNDP officer now in Delhi is there. So change in profile happened and I was appointed as the HR head in that company. So from nowhere to become the HR head of a company which is 5,000 plus employees was a rare opportunity. And what I did, I took that opportunity to train the second level leaders so that I knew I would not be happy in that position because I am a person who loves the forest and the remote workplaces. No, I don't like the office, the corporate offices. So I had to train. So this girl I recruited, she was an executive, just a become. For last 6 years, she didn't have any job, but I trained her. Now she handles the HR single-handedly. So I take credit that I could train a person who had reached this position. After that, as I said, I went to Jharkhand and I revived a dead watershed out there. And I was the only single employee from their organization who I took the assistance of the local ladies, the SSG leaders. As a result of that, I was sent to Canada on a study trip, and these were the various no, this felicitation and accolades I won. Then again, I got another break in where I am working right now. This is an all India organization recognized by RBI. So I have worked with Professor Muhammad Yunus, the Nobel laureate also. Defining moments is this is my father, and he told me two things. Empower people, be a kingmaker. Now, goal jab marte hain, what he meant by that is when a goal is scored, that person is given a pass in time. So जो पास देता है ना गोल स्कोर होने से पहले, उसका नाम कोई नहीं लेता. गोल जो स्कोर करता है उसका नाम रहता है. Right? You agree? So if you can become that person, be a kingmaker, then you can achieve a lot. Because सब कुछ मतलब बाबा ही चाहिए. Nobody is trying to work. The dirty work करने के लिए कोई भी ready नहीं है. If you can become that person, you can actually make happen a lot. That is what Siddharth also says, my super mentor. He says, ki allow other people to take the credit, you will achieve a lot. Play the catalyst, it is never a lone game. You cannot do whatever you want to achieve. Your dream, your mission is the first thing. If you keep your mission first, then what happens? You need a team to do. You have to give credit to other people. That is how you achieve your dream. So what happened during COVID, my digital journey has started because, whatever I have achieved so far, I cannot do all by myself if I want to replicate. Suppose I want to do another time, whatever I have achieved. Can I do it? There is no enough time. So I have to train other peoples to do the same. So this is a Gurukul system that I am into. Many national and international mentors are there already from whom I am learning. And so much possibility is around, so much potential to leverage. So what made me stuck? One was anger. As I told, it was a huge responsibility at personal level. Grief because I was thinking that I was helpless, and grievances because making other people responsible. ये कभी मेरा boss है, कभी मेरा family है, and everything. That is what was making me stuck. And so that is why, because I had that experience, this program is for managers or anybody who is feeling stuck. The solution is, no, this is a thing wherein you start from somewhere and influencing is the last thing. That is why I have formulated this resourceful influencing. Everybody has at least two skills in their life, and that is what, that with that skills they can explore, leverage, exploit the available resources and influence with that. That is why resourceful influencing. The three secrets already I told you: USP, expertise, and legacy. So what is your self-talk? What do you tell yourself? What is your personality type? How do you achieve what you want? So would you people like to write down something about what is your self-talk? What do you tell yourself on daily basis? Please write it down. This is one exercise. It will help you a lot. So what is your personality type? Learn by doing, value time, humble by nature. All three or to some extent. You don't have to share with anybody, but just assess yourself. What kind of person you are? How do you achieve what you want? By requesting, create a win-win formula, wait for your turn. Nothing is wrong. You can have all these three. You might be of one of these three. So there are other two methods. If suppose you adopt one formula, then there are two methods also with which you can achieve. Do you believe in strategic positioning? At times, whether you think that सही वक्त पे सही समय पे होना चाहिए, सही place पे, do you think or believe or work towards that? Handling challenges is what problem analysis is. What do you analyze problem, or you succumb to problem, or you are a victim of a problem? What kind of person you are? Action points, you observe, reflect, rectify, tweak, and create daily wins to create your presentation skill? Do you journal regularly? This is another method. uh, as I told you, resourcefulness is about optimum use of time, budget, and HR. Mentoring is creating second line leaders. Handling change is overcoming ambiguity. Play to the potential. Legacy is about subject matter expertise. As I said, if you are a subject matter expertise, somebody I was asking, no, what do you want to become? So he was in a manager level. So he said, I will become senior manager and afterwards go to the top level of the company. So what level you will go? He said, vice president, like that he will go. Then I asked, suppose you leave this company, because he has just changed one stream. No? He was from operation to marketing, he had changed. So I said, suppose in future you will leave this job, then how do you people know? How do people know you? So they will not know you as a vice president, ex-vice president of some company and then give you a job. They will know by what actually you know, subject matter expertise. If you are an expert in something XYZ, then people will know you by that expertise, not by your designation. So he understood, and from then on, he started creating that expertise within him. Not like to do everything that the boss only says. Then he will become an employee. Maybe he will get a promotion with that influence, but he will not become a subject matter expertise. When COVID like situation happens, your boss also cannot protect you. So protect yourself. The coaching path is it is a 6 weeks training. The first week we will create about this difference, wherein, as I told you, whatever I have described, those exercises we will do, and that will actually take 4 days of time. Then you will no there will be hundred of things you will be given about your personality. Out of that 100 things, how many can you tell in an interview? You have to find out what is the main 4 or 5 things you would like yourself to work on. That is why the first thing I asked is, what do you think that you want to become? So according to that, you need to pick up those kind of qualities. So this difference with personality makeup and personal abilities, competencies, stories, all that we will do in week 1. Then, as I said, potential unbeatable USP will be doing. Your resume also we will work on. Some of you, if you are doing that, we will do that. And these are the 4 things. If you are able to see, these links, you will go and assess your personality. This will take about 6 hours. So some of these you will do as homework and come back to next class, and then we will do this. Do your personality makeover, and we will discuss about what you want to become. That also you need to give an outline. Then only we can start working. No, what you want to become, I can't tell you. You have to decide what you want to become. Then I will cross question you and ask you, why do you want to become that? Whatever you want to become. So that is the exercise number 1, week number 1. Then resume we will work in week number 2. Week number 3, managing personal issues, because this is where you are stuck. So out of this, which one actually is the professional issue? We will not talk about your personal stories. So I will know from whatever you will share with me that what kind of issues you must be having. Just before this webinar, this workshop, I was speaking to one boy. who is a MCA student, you know, he told me he was no after me since few days, and I didn't know. See, he was saying hi, I was saying hi, and then it was stopping. Today I asked him, what is, do you have any issue in your life? He said yes. Then I asked what issue. Though his mother is not keeping well, and he is admitted in MCA, but he is not able to give time to his studies. Then I said, how many hours do you study? He said, every day 4 hours, but that is not sufficient. Then I asked, do you take notes? He said yes. How many pages do you write? He said 20 pages. I said, do you remember all that you have written? He said 30% of it I remember. Then I said, from now onwards you can start remembering 35%. Better still, if you remember 35%, next time, next course, next chapter you will go, next subject you will go, you will not know half the 65% of the last subject. How can you progress? No. So take 5 students for tuition, teach them. You will immediately remember whatever you have taken note of. And because you will be teaching somebody, you will be conscious about what note you are taking. That way you can manage within 2 hours also. So that was the solution, and he was happy. And he started giving me one testimonial also. So it took how much time? It just took me 10 minutes to find out. How do I know this about this solution? Because of experience, right? So uh, those kind of solution we will be bringing on to here. Time time mastering for Anmol will be very different uh, than Samiksha or Harpreet or Devasmitha. Everybody is a different personality. That is why this will be different. After some time, after this training, each of you, each of us will be mastering the basics, and then we can appear the same. But to start with, it takes the initial problem, because our backgrounds are very different. We have to have different kind of solution. Otherwise, you cannot come to the common parlance, right? So these personal issues we will be dealing in week 3, and we'll be dealing with productivity also after overcoming that personal issues. Procrastination we will overcoming. Process consolidation, I want to tell you, no, when Taj Mahal was built, the first day, it was just a stone. Nobody could have told that this was Taj Mahal. It took 14 years for a Taj Mahal to be built. Agree, right? So whatever you are building right now, it will take time. So don't get impatient. And I'll tell my story also. When I was a child, uh, one day our class teacher was not there. So all these students were making haulla. And so the class teacher of the next class, he came and gave us one assignment. He told that copy that particular chapter in your notebook, and once you are done, you can go and play. You know, even though everybody knew that after copying that chapter, everybody can get to play. Nobody could nobody could finish beyond the first paragraph. And I copied that all the chapter. In 15 minutes time, I was done. Everybody was thinking how to put the margin and everything. So, they were stuck at that. Even though they knew कि once they कैसे भी करके अगर copy कर लेता ना, we would have got to play. But the teacher was clever. He knew the ability of the students. Na? He gave such a work that the students will not complete. Now, if that day, even though I was a child only that time, that was a huge, no, bulb one moment for me. I knew that was my skill. That was my USP. To start small, no matter what way it starts, but I will finish. If you start, if you finish, no matter what way, it has a format and it appears beautiful. If you don't trust me, just try to copy something, whatever way. Don't be stuck anywhere. And you will see whatever you have written, it looks, no matter whatever your handwriting is, however you have written, it will look beautiful because you have finished it. So consolidation is such a thing. Whatever you have, whatever experiences you have, whatever events in your life you have, whatever skills you have, whatever education you have, whatever no work experience you have, whatever jobs you have, if you can integrate them, it will it will give you a formidable kind of capability. Many people say, no, that experience is not relevant. Why to put here? All this disintegrates your personality. So that integration we will do here. Time management, of course. Then week number 4 is communication. As I told you, that one we will do because this will take some time. Because no, when I talk about this, if you have masala, you will talk. If you know 100 stories about yourself, who will stop you from talking? Hindi, English, kuch nahi manoge. You will start talking about yourself if you have 100 those kind of stories about yourself. I am going non-stop now because I have so much to talk, right? So that that one we will do. How to influence with communication also we will do. How power building, team building we will do with that communication skill also will do. This will take some time. And efficiency also will build with your communication skill only. It will be built. Then industry agnostic expertise. This expertise might be hidden within you. You don't yet know. Just like the digital skill I didn't know, I'll be able to do. So Facebook ad, content writing, content creation, the way I'm teaching, this I never did before COVID. So I learned it. Now I don't bother what anybody says. Whatever expertise I had previously, that data analysis skill or whatever I do, the policy I do, strategy I do, collaboration I do, ecosystem, other than this digital coaching that I do, I integrate everything. I bring all that experience into here. You know, you might have the same thing, which you don't know. So that we will find out and make you industry agnostic. कोई नहीं बोल सकता है कि you are only a digital person. कोई नहीं बोल सकता you are only a HR person. You never have done any digital. Nobody can tell you. That is what we will do in week 5. And the bonuses will be whatever you think you are still stuck now, those will be the bonuses. And this question answer, audit, weekly calls, all those will be done in the next 2 weeks. That will complete your course. After that, every week I create one growth-on. In the light of hackathon of Siddharth Rajsekhar, I every Friday I do a growth-on. And in that we will take one mission. All those 10P, 1P we will take in one session. And I'll ask you, I have formulated these questions as well as these are in various weeks. I will take up process versus results and everything. And every week you will have some kind of problems. Like it happens in Siddharth's hackathon, right? Even though we qualify for freedom finisher and everything, if you are part of Siddharth's courses, then also to go to the next level, there are several doubts. And every week, every quarter, Siddharth addresses all that. So these will be your life will throw another challenge, and you will need a community to come back to for that solution. So once in my community, you will always be a member of that community. You will always can trust this community to give you a solution. So I have designed, say, 20 weeks, different kinds of material already. So, and I'm learning from 12 mentors. So every mentor, every now and then throws up some learning. Again, I have to learn from the beginning the same concepts. Same thing, I have to rework to be more efficient. As I learn, as I told you, that solution also I gave to that student, MCA student today. Those things we will do. And every week on Friday, I do this hackathon. So, and so this is let me these are the things. Uh, so 20 weeks, as I told you, if I go through that, all that, no, it will take, say, kind of lot of time. Already 1 hour has gone by. So why do I do what I do? So let me tell you why I started all this. So I am a single mother of 2 girl children, as I told. So there was nobody to support me. So I asked my husband that time. I was okay with whatever earning we were doing. So when my children, the elder one, came to 12th, I asked him, what happens if she asks to go to a professional no study? So he said, okay, whatever we will have, they have to manage within that. Now, this one I couldn't take. Suppose my daughter asks to go to a medical profession or engineering profession or MBA profession or whatever, then it will be like, say, at least 10 lakhs that we will need. And if I didn't have that time, so she will not get to study that course, whatever she wanted to study. And I couldn't take that. I said, no, this is too much. I have to earn. And that time also I was taking some support from my father. And my bhai bhabhi were there. They didn't like this. No, they were criticizing me, saying that husband के साथ नहीं पढ़ती है, झगड़ा कर लेती है, and she is not saving money. No, I knew my problem. So my daughter asked, you people are educated, can't you earn enough to support yourself? Why to take support from Dada all the time? So this actually troubled me a lot. So I thought कि why to put people into this kind of problem? This is not a unique story, right? So many people, so many ladies, even men also will have some similar kind of problem in their life. So I started doing this so that they will save time. They will not have initial problems. I'll know, and from this problem I can diagnose, and I can help both the people. No, even husband wife, if it is between husband and wife, that also I can tell in a very softer way, because I have already forgiven, no, my husband for that. Because if he would have been better, I wouldn't have done all this. No, and I wouldn't have known my potential as well. So it was a blessing that I started knowing, I started exploring my abilities, and today my daughters are well settled. No, the elder one is a content manager herself, and she's married, and I could do all that with all my thing. But I lost in the process 15 years. No, I told you in the beginning, from 1990 to 2008, I was in that circle only. So I lost that time. I don't want anybody to lose that amount of time, because of our society. We we think log kya kahenge. Somebody else will say how my children will manage all these things. No, ye children manage or log kya kahenge, that is secondary. First, though, we need to manage ourselves, right? So that is why I had started this thing. And this, I'm sorry, I have put all the slides, here only. Why, because you will know how much is there you can get through. Even if you just go through for 6 weeks courses out here, but there is lot more which will be there for you to go through if you want. Not all the courses, not all the problems will be yours. Somebody else will have that problem, or that problem might come in your life in a different time. So you should know, you should have some kind of guidance, that all this guidance will be there in my LMS already, right? So this is available to you. And of course, every week I'll be there to solve, take up your problem, take up whatever challenges, and also we'll solve it together. You you also have some kind of intelligence, some kind of influence, all these stories. All I have actually categorized them into leadership growth, flagship course, and then 5 bonuses. And those 5 bonuses are joypreneurship, which I call as this industry agnostic uh, training that you need to have. Delegate appropriate is about mentoring, wherein your passion comes, wherein you need to build a big team. The third is process versus results. I talk about consolidation, no, that story I told you, how to start small and keep building small, 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 and it will ultimately become huge. So that one is the third thing. And the fourth one is mindfulness, as I told you, poise, wherein your mindset will take you far. Your skills will take you to some extent, but your mindset, if you have a golden mindset, no, everybody will look for you. Even if you don't have that skill, they would want you to be their boss, you to be their leader. That is the fourth thing. And internal patterns, how can you become that strong? Because every day you have to fight your internal pattern, your little voice. It will always sabotage you. तू ये नहीं कर सकता अनमोल, यू आर नॉट गुड एनफ अनमोल, यू कैन नॉट, यू कभी एक्सपीरियंस ही था नहीं, हाउ कैन यू डू ऑल दिस थिंग्स? बट you should know that whatever experience you get in your way, that only builds your uniqueness further. Whether it is relevant in that area or not, it builds your uniqueness in that way further. So all this is worth, as I say, 6 lakhs 60, because to build this, I have taken that much of coaching and streamlining, but I have made this available at 9,900 only. And if you decide to take this within 15 minutes, then it will be available to you at 5,999 only. So any questions out here? Thank you so much, Samiksha. And I couldn't see your chat while I was doing screen sharing and all. Now, thank you so much. Now I am open to your question, whatever question you have. Thank you. Anmol, you will be first to go. Samiksha, Harpreet, thank you for joining. I'll take your question now. अरे बोलो भाई. So one thing I can assure you, it will build whatever experience I have, I have build them into courses. So last 2 days, if you have seen in the group, whatever problem you told, immediately I gave you the initial thing. Now those will be the small things, tablets, with which you can build. So it doesn't take you more than 10 minutes to get the initial solution. ये होने से ना क्या होता है, your mind will be solution oriented. अरे क्या भेज दिया इसको पढ़ने के लिए, मुझे 2 दिन लगेंगे, ऐसा अगर हुआ तो you will not be able to take the solution, नहीं? So this is how I'll help you, I'll support you. The moment you tell me a problem, I'll find out a solution पक्के से. The way I told you ना, the MCA student का, कौन बोलेगा उसको कि माँ का अगर हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम है एंड इफ ही इज MCA स्टूडेंट, then you take 5 students for tuition, बोलने से लोग हंसेंगे, but it was his solution, you know. So the moment you tell me a problem, the initial solution will go in say 2-3 hours में. Whatever is a 10 minutes read, solution में जाएगा. At least you start working towards that solution. This will be my promise, पक्के से. And when we meet during the growth on Friday को, and one inner circle call also I do on Monday, उस time में भी our values we will discuss elaborately, and then we will have this discussion also. Meantime, you can all put मतलब shoot कर सकते हो whatever your problem is, and immediately we can find a solution. Yes, and many of you are coaches, I know, and you have other problems. That problem though we will solve, because I am already a freedom finisher. That problem already we will solve. वो उसमें तो कोई issue ही नहीं है. This hackathon only you will be freedom finisher. ये that is my promise, पक्का. The next is along with Devasmita, we have formed a collaboration so that whoever is looking for a job or looking for a particular solution, na, communication is a huge problem. So if you are looking solution towards that also, we can give. If you solve your communication problem, lot of your personal problem will go away, right? So that is my promise. समीक्षा, कोई आपको help हुआ that implementation वाला write up में? Harpreet? Yeah, Samiksha. Go ahead, please.
Yes. First of all, it was very beautiful and inspiring session. Okay. Yes. I'm into procrastination only. So these tips which you have given in your slides, it will definitely help me to do that. And again, the time management is also there, which I will be working soon. Okay. So I'm into also the process of the freedom finisher, as I had a word with Debasmita, and I was looking for your session as well. And you will be coming in the sessions, right? Like for
Yes.
like okay. Yes. I don't have as much as experience you're having of 25 years. I've just started.
Okay. Yeah, no
but
issue,
yes.
no issue. But
So,
I can tell you that you are born with 2 skills, at least 2. You might have developed other skills also, which you might not be knowing. But yes, yeah.
Yes, hidden talent, you can say.
Yes,
which
yes,
I need to explore that, which I need to explore.
Yes. With this system of ours, you can definitely explore. You have a framework, right, to explore. You will know. Automatically, you will know what are your strengths.
Yes. And I would like to thank you, Debasmita, as well, that she is she's really doing a great job for us, actually.
Yes.
Bringing us together, people from different niches, and we're getting to learn everything, to know new people, how we can like implement and execute. Yes. So thank you to both of you, Sangeeta ma'am and Debasmita ma'am.
Thank you, Samiksha.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah. Harpreet.
This is Harpreet. I do feel that I have some hidden talents, but right now, like I'm working as an English teacher, so most of the time I'm working on the language development tools, etc. But I do have a feeling that I'm meant for something else.
Yeah.
But I'm not able to explore those things and how to come out of the things that I feel that I have.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to work on, actually.
Sure, sure, sure.
Gave me a great inspiration that we are not meant for only one thing. And I too believe that learning and then teaching others makes us more, competent into the things that we are doing.
Yes, yes, of course. Yes.
Thank you for this
Thank you.
wonderful session.
Thank you. Pinky, share there.
Yeah, there's a issue, network issue. That's
Okay.
why I can't even listen your session.
So I'm recording it. I'll share that with you if you want to go
Fine.
through. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Yes. Yes, Pinky. Yes. So what about coming to the community? You will take some more time to decide on that, or we can immediately start.
It will take time.
Okay, no issue, no issue.
Let
Yeah.
me be freedom finisher first.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Then I'll do the else.
Okay, okay, sure. And yeah, Anmol.
Yeah, hello. Thank you for this amazing session, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I have really knew about a lot of things about your experiences, and yeah, I feel you are really amazing person I have known. In this age, you are doing so much, and I am right now in early age of my career, and I'm very confused right now.
okay.
So the course I would like to enroll, but right now, sorry for that, because I am in some other places too, and right now slightly time and money affordability right now. So, but I would try to join for sure in someday. And really thank you again for this session. I hope I have learned really.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So you can, we can come onto a one-to-one call, as everybody will come.
Okay.
Harpreet, Pinky, and no, Samiksha. You people, you decide which time would be good for you, so we can come to a one-to-one call, and Anmol also,
Okay. Thank you.
when we can discuss about that. And then see, Anmol, one thing I tell everybody, see, there are many milestones in front of us, right?
Yeah.
Many
Yeah.
things to be done. So that cannot be put sequentially. We have to do
Yeah.
many things simultaneously. सपोज
Yeah.
इंग्लिश जानने के बाद मैथमेटिक्स पढ़ूंगा, कोई बोलता है क्या?
No. No.
और साइंस उसके बाद पढ़ूंगा, तो ये तो एक के बाद दूसरा होता है ना. सो एवरीथिंग इज साइमल्टेनियस, दैट लर्निंग. सो
Yeah.
एक दिन आपके पास बहुत पैसा हो जाएगा. सो you can buy anything and everything. One thing you can't buy is time,
Time.
which
Yeah.
is why
Sure.
I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Why I'm doing this is, whatever I have done, इतना बड़ा, you cannot believe also कि इतना बड़ा हो गया, with the help of a team that I built.
Yeah.
If I want to replicate that somewhere. So 70 साल से आजादी मिल गई, भुखमरी नहीं गई, आप लोगों ने सुना होगा.
Yeah.
That I could do in 4 years of time with the help of local people at
Yeah. Yeah.
a small place. So I would like to replicate that ना. क्यों भुखमरी नहीं जाएगी भाई? I have achieved that already.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
So every right kind of people मिलने से तो मैं कर दूंगी. But where from I'll get unless I
Yeah.
go digital?
Yeah.
Because I know time is a constraint.
Yeah.
जितना मैंने सीखा है मेरे साथ ही चला जाएगा ना, if nobody else learns this.
Yeah. Lesson learned should be
ये जो
there.
फायर है, मेरा पर्सनल प्रॉब्लम की वजह से ये फायर आ गया, ठीक है, ओके. बट व्हाट इज द बिगर विजन? किसी को कुछ दे के जाना है कि नहीं जाना है इस दुनिया से. सो देन आई हैव टू गिव इट टू समबडी हु विल बी. और कोई बहुत बड़ा है नहीं पर्सन. जो अनपढ़ लेडीज थी बांधवगढ़ की, उन्होंने लिया, उनकी बात सुन के साइंटिस्ट वर गेटिंग सरप्राइज्ड कि हम SRI के बारे में उतना नहीं बोल सकते जितना ये लेडीज बोल सकती. दे बिकेम द मेंबर्स ऑफ डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्निंग बोर्ड. जब वो बात करती हैं पढ़े लिखे डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफिसर्स, दे वर चुप in front of them. They managed 36 lakh of corpus बिना पढ़े लिखे, because just I did the handholding कि कैसे करना है. डिसीजन तो उनका था, किसको पैसा देना है, कहाँ से कैसे पैसा आना है, all this, you know, that sensibility everybody has. तो प्रॉब्लम ये है कि वो एक जगह से दूसरे जगह नहीं जाएंगे, वो अपना संभाल रहे हैं. दैट एरिया ना, जो जंगल था, मैं जब पहली बार गई थी, देयर वाज नो प्लेस टू इवन वॉक, कोई रास्ता भी नहीं था. नाउ वहां पे पूरा ब्लैक रोड हो गया, यू नो. एंड द कमिश्नर और डिस्ट्रिक्ट कलेक्टर जो होते हैं, एवरी 15 days उनका विजिट होता है. व्हाई? दैट हैज बीन डिक्लेयर्ड एज द पिलग्रिमेज ऑफ मध्य प्रदेश. इतना 4 साल में अगर हो सकता है, then we
That's
can
great.
do. If we come and we learn, we know how to do, we can do. और another thing is, सब बोलते हैं गवर्नमेंट पैसा नहीं देता नहीं देता नहीं देता. जो प्रोजेक्ट था वो 2 करोड़ का था, and we couldn't spend all that money in 7 years. पैसा बच गया. Why? Because government scheme में इतना पैसा था कि we didn't need that project money. So we could save so much. 36 lakhs corpus एक छोटा एरिया का एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जो ग्रास रूट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन था उसमें हो गया. तो we can create wealth. यहाँ कहीं पे मैं खड़ी हो जाऊं, वहां पे अगर लोग अगर सही से समझ लिए ना मुझे, वेल्थ कैन बी क्रिएटेड लाइक एनीथिंग. मैं कोई फाइनेंस स्पेशलिस्ट नहीं हूं, मैंने बोला आई एम ए सिंपल मैथमेटिक्स पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट. एग्रीकल्चर का कोई आइडिया नहीं था, नो
But you
नहीं
have
है,
kept learning.
बट
Yeah.
आई कुड स्टिल गिव दोस 4 kinds of ideas ना. तो सभी कोई सीख सकते हैं ना, ये कोई मैं कोई सीक्रेट वाला नॉलेज तो है नहीं. So the mindset has to be there. अगर आप डिसीजन आज नहीं ले सकते ना, you cannot take any day. अगर ये टाइम अगर आप खो दोगे, आपके पास कितना टाइम है, डू यू थिंक? टाइम नहीं है
It's
किसी
so
के
far.
पास. So if you can't take a decision right now, you cannot take any decision any day ever.
But sometimes there is also thoughts in mind that we should in life. I have been through indecisions and what to do and what not to do. But there comes both the things. कि अगर हमें life पर choose करना है, then we should think about deeply about, and both things are coming in at the same time in our mind. तो हमें कभी लगता है कि नहीं, हमें कुछ देर सोच समझ कर लेना चाहिए डिसीजन, फिर लगता है नहीं जल्दबाजी में लेगा ये लिए, तो हम कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं किसकी बात सुने, क्योंकि both kind of persons are successful who take time to decide and who take instantly. तो ये भी काफी कंफ्यूजन होता है.
इंस्टेंट डिसीजन लेने के लिए बहुत कैपेबिलिटी चाहिए ना अनुभव.
Yeah,
तो
yeah,
दैट
yeah, sure.
कैपेबिलिटी वी आर नॉट एबल टू सी ना. वो कैपेबिलिटी क्या है हम में टू टेक दैट इंस्टेंट डिसीजन? हमारे पास सेल्फ डाउट ही इतना है.
Yeah,
सेल्फ
sure.
डाउट इस वजह से है ना कि वी आर नॉट कॉन्फिडेंट कि वी कैन लर्न.
Yeah,
तो सपोज आई विल पुट यू इन द अनदर चैलेंजिंग सिचुएशन, देन यू विल ऑलवेज बी कंफ्यूज ना. वो कंफ्यूजन से बाहर निकलने के लिए कोई आपको रास्ता दिखाए. तो that is why I spoke so much about whatever projects I have done. ये projects was between 2008 to 2015. 7 साल में ये सारा कुछ हो गया. Now because I got to learn ना, I got to manage big teams. 1 crore lives impact हो गए because of this 7 साल में ही, because I built local teams, right? वो जो CSC प्रोजेक्ट मैंने मेघालय में बोला था, उस टाइम में मैं घर से जाके बुला के लोगों को ट्रेन करती थी. नाउ फॉर ईच CSC देयर इज ए डोनेशन अमाउंट ऑफ 3 to 4 lakhs. देता है तभी जाके उनको मिलता है, राइट? सो सी ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर ना रिपल इफेक्ट ऑफ वन थिंग ओनली. उस टाइम में मैं सोची होती कि भाई ये नहीं करते तो जाने दो, मेरा क्या जाता है, राइट? So that is the decision. आपको क्या करना है? If you know and you are ना, कुछ डिसीजन गलत, कुछ डिसीजन सही होंगे. जो भी डिसीजन आपने लिया उसको सही करने की जिम्मेदारी is yours. ना, take any
Yeah.
decision, make it right. वो कौन, और आपका जो डिसीजन है वो सही है कि गलत है, कौन डिसाइड करता है? आप ही अलाउ करते हैं ना लोगों को,
Yeah.
यही करता है इसीलिए तो ये गलत हो जाता है. इफ यू डोंट अलाउ एनीबडी टू कमेंट ऑन व्हाट एवर यू हैव डन ना, किसी के पास इतनी हिम्मत है नहीं कि आपको बोल देगा. राइट? When in 2008 I took this decision to get to another company, मेरे बच्चे कहाँ रहे? बच्चों को लेके मैं जंगल में घूम सकती थी क्या? मेरे बच्चे were with my parents. 10 साल में बच्चों के बिना रही, इधर उधर घूम के. Now people told me कि पैसे के लिए, जॉब के लिए इधर उधर घूमती है. उधर जंगल में जिसके लिए काम किया वो बोले कि पैसा मिलता है तभी तो काम करती हो. Now everybody is bent upon hell bent कि तुम्हारा लाइफ बर्बाद है, बोलने के लिए. How do you think? आपको क्या लगता है कि मेरा लाइफ बर्बाद है, या फिर I have achieved whatever I wanted to achieve, और even more, और भी अचीव करना है. I want the whole world to be greener, calmer, cooler, और सबको कैपेबल बनाना है. That is my dream. इतना बड़ा ड्रीम ले मुझे लोग हंसते हैं. Who cares? That is what drives me. इसमें सारे कुछ 100% ही सही होगा. सही गलत डिसीजन कौन करेगा मेरे लिए? Nobody else, only me. मैं करूंगी डिसीजन कि मैं सही थी गलत थी. कुछ में मुझे बहुत पेन हो जाएगा, होने दो. कुछ में बहुत आराम से हो जाएगा. बहुत आराम से कितने काम होते हैं आपके? Only few. बाकी सारे काम में बहुत दुख होता है, बहुत पेन आता है, बहुत स्ट्रगल करना पड़ता है, तभी जाके सक्सेस आता है. तो इज दैट अ फेल्योर? नो वे, नो वे. जब मैं डिसाइड कर लूंगी ना कि दिस इज व्हाट आई एम एमिंग फॉर, मैं कर लूंगी. कोई कुछ भी बोले, और वही लोग जैसे ही सक्सेस हुआ, अभी मेरी बेटी की शादी हो गई है, सो एवरीबडी कहते बाप रे बाप, अकेले इतना सारा कुछ कर दी. तुम्हारे जगह पे मैं होती तो मैं तो सुसाइड कर लेती. कोई बोलता है आज के दिन में. वही सेम लोग मुझे क्रिटिसाइज कर रहे थे 10 साल पहले. ये तो बहुत जिद्दी है, ये तो अपने मन की करती है, ऐसे बोलते थे. आज वही लोग बोलते हैं अच्छा खासा बच्चों को सेटल करवा दिया. लोगों का क्या है, वो तो बोलेंगे ही. सो हाउ डू यू डिसाइड कि which one is success and which one is failure? अगर if you have not decided कि आपको जाना कहाँ है, करना क्या है, that is why the first thing I told you कि what do you tell yourself, what is your self talk, how do you think yourself to be? छोटा बंदा या बड़ा बंदा? छोटे का सोच रखोगे, छोटी सोच आएगी. थोड़े से ही परेशान हो जाओगे, थोड़े से ही लोग बोलेंगे कि ये तो बर्बाद कर दिया, एंड यू विल गेट कंफ्यूज्ड. अगर बड़ा सोच है, then nobody can confuse you. Now you decide कि कौन सा स्टेज में आप खुद को रखना चाहते हो. It's your call, right? मैं तो आपको सिर्फ बोल सकती हूँ कि ये है तरीका. But the decision you need to take, whether you are very indecisive, whether you take decision well,
Yeah,
decision
sure.
is yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah. Thank you, Anmol. Thank you
Really
for
learned a
listening
lot
whatever
about
I'm
that.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah, really learned a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Any questions or कुछ और जानना है? So I'll talk about that. Samiksha, Harpreet, Pinky, Anmol. Do you want to know anything else? Any question, Anmol? So that I can help you na take a decision. अभी आपको indecision किस चीज पे है? जो आप अभी नहीं कर सकते अनमोल, सपोज 5 years बाद या फिर 1 साल बाद, 1 ही साल बाद अगर आपको पता चले कि पहले से कर लेता तो ये इंडिसिसिवनेस नहीं होता, then how do you feel? Time lost, right? टाइम जब चला जाता है ना, तो जो पेन होता है उस पेन का मैं जीती जागती मूर्त, you know. So I don't want anybody to lose time. And at your age, I would like you to grow fast, very fast. क्योंकि आप कर सकते हो. हमको ना कहाँ जाएंगे पता नहीं था, कौन हमको सोल्यूशन दे देगा पता नहीं था. Now you have a system ना in here, so at least you can discuss. यहाँ पे हो सकता है, right? See your whoever is there, they are aiming for something. फ्रीडम फिनिशर है, होना है, उसके बाद ये करना है. इनके भी बहुत सारे एक्टिविटीज हैं जिसके लिए ये कम्युनिटी में आए हैं. एंड दे आर एबल टू अप्रिशिएट कि देवस्मिता क्या कर रही है और कौन क्या कर रहा है. दे आर एबल टू अप्रिशिएट, राइट? सो you can be the same person to be able to appreciate at your age. It becomes very difficult because you might be very dependent on somebody. Financial decision कुछ लेने में आपको दिक्कत हो रही होगी, but आप ही के एज में हमारे कम्युनिटी में बहुत सारी लड़कियां हैं जिनके पास कोई फिक्स्ड इनकम नहीं है. Still they took a decision and they are growing. क्योंकि जो नहीं आता है वो नहीं आता है बोल के रह जाने से तो कभी नहीं आएगा. सीखना अगर है, लेना है किसी के एक्सपीरियंस से, तो यू हैव टू इन्वेस्ट ऑन योर पर्सनल डेवलपमेंट, राइट? अनलेस यू इन्वेस्ट इन योर पर्सनल डेवलपमेंट, यू विल नॉट बी अकाउंटेबल. आप कभी सुनोगे, कभी नहीं सुनोगे. आपको मैं अच्छी लगूंगी तो आप मेरे वर्कशॉप में आओगे, नहीं अच्छी लगूंगी तो नहीं आओगे. पैसा दिया होगा तो आपको अच्छा लगे नहीं लगे आएंगे इधर क्वेश्चन करने के लिए ही एटलीस्ट, राइट? सो दैट इज व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड. मेरा पैसा लेके कोई चला गया टाइप का लगेगा ना आपको, अगर आपको सोल्यूशन नहीं मिला तो, राइट? यस अनमोल. या सो बोलिए, एनी अदर क्वेश्चन, वट एवर इज नो bogging you. IELTS I joined in 2021 में ज्वाइन किया समीक्षा. I became freedom finisher in September 2021. Yes. And then what happened, you know, कि I was not talking about my personal self. Why I am so motivated to do this? Because of my personal thing, no? So I was not able to connect कि लोगों का जो pain point है. Because I was not talking about whatever I am talking to Anmol and you people today, that I was not talking before. I was thinking कि people are knowing it only. प्रॉब्लम तो सबको ही हो रहा है. टाइम मैनेजमेंट का प्रॉब्लम है, प्रोक्रास्टिनेशन का इशू है, इंडिसीजन का इशू है. दीज आर तो 99% लोगों को है. तो इसमें क्या बोलने का. एंड आई कैन गिव माई ओन एग्जाम्पल. जो भी मेरे पास जो तरीका मैंने अपनाया टाइम मैनेज करने के लिए, और ये अभी भी मैं फुल टाइम आई एम वाइस प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, दिस RBI रिकॉग्नाइज्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. बड़ा सा रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है भाई. 2019 ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जो 5 करोड़ से लेके 5,000 करोड़ का, और उससे भी बड़ा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है. आई हैंडल देम, 200 ऑफ देम. तो बहुत सारा रेस्पॉन्स मेरे पास कहाँ से टाइम आता है ये सब करने के लिए. सो फुल टाइम जॉब, एवरी डे 8:45 में जाती हूँ. सो 6 बजे मेरा काम खत्म है, 7 बजे आती हूँ. 7:30 बजे मेरा वेबिनार होता है या फिर मेरे मेंटर का वेबिनार होता है, उसमें अटेंड करती हूँ. उसके बाद आई क्रिएट दिस, एंड ऑल्सो 4 days a week आई हैव समथिंग, सम क्लास इज गोइंग ऑन, तो मैं कैसे मैनेज करती हूँ, तो मैं अपना तरीका आपको दे दूंगी। हाउ डू आई टेक डिसीजन, अपना तरीका दे दूंगी, कहीं से सीख के तो नहीं दूंगी, जो अब मैंने किया है एंड आई एम सक्सेसफुल, दैट इज व्हाट आई विल गिव। नरेंद्र मोदी का अवार्ड लेके लेडीज लोग आई, नाउ आई डिडंट प्लान दैट, आई अट्रैक्टेड दैट। कैसे? कंसोलिडेशन से, बिकॉज आई कंसोलिडेटेड, छोटा छोटा काम करके। ड्रीम तो बड़ा रखा था कि हम नेशनल लेवल पे रिकॉग्नाइज हो जाएं, एक बारी नहीं कई बारी हो गए। 17 अवार्ड्स जो लिए ना, उसमें से 4-5 ही स्टेट लेवल का था, स्टेट लेवल अवार्ड लिए हमने, डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल का तो छोड़ ही दीजिए कि कितने लिए, वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट ही डिक्लेयर हो गया ना एज पिलग्रिमेज, एग्रीकल्चरल पिलग्रिमेज विलेज ऑफ मध्य प्रदेश। छोटी सी बात तो है नहीं, लेकिन मैं प्लान कर सकती थी क्या ये? इट वॉज नॉट प्लान। बड़ा करने का प्लान होता है, बट क्या बड़ा, वो प्लान आप कर नहीं सकते, दैट हैज टू बी गिवन टू यू। आपकी जो काबिलियत होती है ना, उससे भगवान दे देते हैं, ये मैं बोल सकती हूँ। तो मैं छोटा करती हूँ, छोटे को बनाते बनाते रहती हूँ, फिर जो मिल जाए। और मुझे आज के दिन में ब्लेयर सिंगर, जो रॉबर्ट कियोसाकी का एडवाइजर है, उसके मेंटरशिप में जाने का मौका मिलता है, ये तो मैंने कभी सोचा ही नहीं था। सो नाउ आई हैव एक्सेस टू दैट काइंड ऑफ मेंटरिंग, तो इससे बड़ा क्या? These are all blessings. These are all blessings. And if I am bringing that to you, तो वो blessings मैं किसी के साथ share करना चाहती हूँ, अकेले लेके कहाँ जाऊँ? That blessings. So I'm blessed, and I'm blessed to be able to share this also. Yeah, ये blessings आ जाती है, and not only me, जो भी करता है, आप अपने एरिया में देखे होंगे, अपने, हाँ हरप्रीत, yes, if you do this small thing ना, indecisive है, ये है वो है, नहीं सोच के, if you पागल की तरह अपने मिशन में, विजन में लगे रहोगे ना, you will be blessed. आपने 1000 स्टोरी, हमारे कल्चर में बहुत सारे स्टोरीज है जिसमें परसिस्टेंस और तपस्या के बारे में आपने सुना होगा। जो भी तपस्या होता क्या है? परसिस्टेंस, राइट? कंसिस्टेंटली आप उसी काम को करते रहो करते रहो करते रहो, आपको मिलता है। वो असुर है, राक्षस है, उसको भी मिलता है, रावण को भी तो मिला था। ओनली दे गेट डिस्ट्रॉयड व्हेन दे हैव ए एविल काइंड ऑफ थिंग, बट उनको भी मिलता है। तो हमको क्यों नहीं मिलेगा? उसका कोई रीजन नहीं है। हम तो एविल नहीं है उतना लेवल तक, हम किसी का खराब नहीं सोचते। We are thinking about our own betterment, which is perfectly right. बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया है। इनफैक्ट हम खुद को ही बदल देना, वही है। That is what we are meant for. वही हम कर दें तो हमारे यहाँ होने का, हम सबका होने का एक रीजन है कि why we are here. वो रीजन जैसे ही सेटिस्फाई होता है ना, हम यहाँ से उठ जाते हैं, भगवान उठा लेता है। ये तो जान के रखिए। So what is that purpose for which we are here? वो तो हमको डिस्कवर करते रहना पड़ेगा, वही लाइफ है, राइट? एंड वहां पे अगर हम चुक गए ये सोच के कि हम तो डिसीजन नहीं ले पाते, बाकी सारे लोग तो सक्सेस होते हैं, तो वो दूसरा बंदा इज नॉट यू, वो कभी आप नहीं हो सकता, ना ही आप वो हो सकते हो। सो यू आर यूनिक इन योर वे। तो आप कैसे यूनिक हो, डिस्कवर करो, right? And if you get entangled into that kind of process कि ले कि नहीं ले, and why you are struggling, यहाँ पे लोग जिसको मिल जाता है ना, अगर मान लीजिए किसी को बोला जाएगा, अभी आपको बोला जाएगा कि you will be rewarded with 1 crore rupees, तुमको अभी 5,000 देना है, 6,000 या 50,000 देना है, you will immediately get it. क्यों? वो tangible है। intangible में क्या है? आपकी पर्सनालिटी है, जो 5 करोड़ 10 करोड़ या 1000 करोड़ भी कमाने के लायक है क्या? उसको बनाओगे ना उस उतने करोड़ बनाने का? या फिर 1 करोड़ तो वो जो कौन बनेगा करोड़पति में 5 करोड़ जीता था, वो जो बिहार का जो लेबर क्लरिकल लेवल का था ना, 5 करोड़ जीता था, कहाँ है आज? ब्रोक। वाई? 5 करोड़ में जिंदगी तो नहीं चलती पहले। दूसरी बात ये है कि आपको मैनेज भी करना आता है, बिकॉज ही डिडंट नो हाउ टू मैनेज 5 करोड़, वेस्ट कर दिया। So you have to become that person to retain whatever blessings you have received. आप पहले तो आपको ब्लेसिंग ही पता नहीं चलेगी। जितने सारे जिंदगी में होता है आपके अच्छे के लिए होता है, हमने कई हजार लाख बार सुना होगा। कितने बार हम दुखी रहते हैं कि हमारे साथ ये हो गया यार, मेरा ये लॉस हो। Now we don't take that as blessings. क्यों? क्योंकि हमको देखने का तरीका ही नहीं आता। So now धीरे धीरे करके ये जो कम्युनिटी में है, हम सीख रहे हैं कि एक्चुअली इट वाज ए ब्लेसिंग। अगर वो नहीं होता ना, हम शायद कुछ कर देते जिसकी वजह से हम पीछे हो जाते काफी। जो भी पर्पस है हमारा, जिसके लिए हम आए हैं, वो नहीं कर पाते। हमको क्या पता कि हम किस पर्पस के लिए आए हैं। तो अगर हमारे साथ नेगेटिव ना हो तो हम गलत रास्ता चुन नहीं रहे। यस, चुन लेंगे, इसीलिए हमारे साथ नेगेटिव होता है। तो ये अंडरस्टैंडिंग आने के लिए ये इतने साल लगे मेरे पीछे। ये 25 साल 26 साल 27 साल या जो भी साल आप बोल रहे हो ना, ये लगे मुझे। आप भी वेट कर रहे हो क्या वो 26 साल लग जाए फिर हम जानेंगे, या फिर पहले से जान लोगे? राइट? जानना चाहोगे या फिर 25 साल वेस्ट करोगे? क्योंकि सभी कोई वेस्ट करता है। हाँ, हमको ये दूसरा भी एक बीमारी है। अर्ल नाइटिंगेल का पढ़ो, स्ट्रेंजर्स सीक्रेट, गूगल करके देख लेना। उसमें वो बोलता है 97% लोगों को आदत है, उनको पता नहीं है क्यों करते हैं, क्या करते हैं, जस्ट दे डू बिकॉज एवरीबडी एल्स डज। राइट? तो उसमें क्या होता है कि आपका यूनिकनेस तो गई भाड़। राइट? तो आपको अब ये भी देखिए कि 97% ऑफ द वर्ल्ड्स वेल्थ is concentrated with 3% of people in this world. वो क्यों? क्योंकि उनको रिटेन करना आता है, 97% को आता ही नहीं। तो हम उनको ब्लेम तो नहीं कर सकते, बट कैन वी टेक ए डिसीजन टू मेक आवरसेल्फ दैट पर्सन हु कैन रिटेन दैट वेल्थ। ये जैसे 5 करोड़ जीत के भी बिकॉज ही वॉज नॉट एबल टू, नहीं रिटेन कर पाया, ऐसे ही हो जाएंगे क्या? किसी भी बैंक में जाओ, आपका जो बैलेंस शीट ना, आपका पिछला जो सिविल स्कोर देखेगा बैंक, और अगर आप 5,000 भी नहीं मैनेज करना जानते हो, आपको 50,000 कैसे देगा? नोबडी गिव्स। आपका बैलेंस शीट सिविल स्कोर क्या है? ये है एक इंडिकेटर टू नो कि हाउ हैव यू मैनेज्ड योर मनी। राइट? सो इफ यू कैनॉट मैनेज और आपका रिकॉर्ड नहीं है, आप कितना भी बोल दो, दे दो, अभी मैं बड़ा शुरू करने वाला हूँ, 5 करोड़ इसमें लगेगा, नहीं देगा कोई। कितना भी अच्छा प्रपोजल दे दो, आपका सिविल स्कोर में आप नहीं है कि आप 50,000 भी मैनेज कर पाए हो, देन इट नोबडी विल गिव। एग्री? तो ऊपर वाला भी वही देता है ना जितने की पात्रता आपके पास हो। गुरु भी बोलते हैं कि उस जो जिसकी पात्रता नहीं है उसको नहीं दो। वो दे सकते हैं लेकिन नहीं देते, क्योंकि बर्बाद हो जाओगे भाई आप। हम बर्बाद हो जाएंगे अगर हमारी पात्रता नहीं रही तो। राइट? तो उतना ही देना चाहिए। और बहुत सारे ये तो स्टोरीज हमारे कल्चर में भरे पड़े। मैं क्या नया बोल रही हूँ, यही है। तो काहे पे कंफ्यूज हो रहे हो अनमोल? डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज्ड। बहुत सारी स्टोरीज हमारे कल्चर में है जो आपको रास्ता दिखा सकती है। if you choose to take the right direction. महाभारत, वहां पे अर्जुन ने, अनमोल इज नॉट ए कोच, अनमोल इज ए प्रोफेशनल। मैं भी अभी उसने बताया भी नहीं क्या है, बट ही हैज सम प्रॉब्लम, सम इश्यूज फॉर विच ही इज सीकिंग माई असिस्टेंस, कि वो कैसे करे। तो हो सकता है कि मेरे से बात करके वो ठीक हो जाए, बट आई एम आस्किंग हिम टू टेक ए डिसीजन, कि भाई आज डिसीजन ले ले, क्योंकि मैं प्रोफेशनल हूँ और इसी ये रास्ते से, ऐसे ही मेरा अर्ली लाइफ सेटबैक था, जो मैंने आपको अच्छे से बताया भी कि मेरा लाइफ क्या था। सो नाउ देवस्मिता एक्चुअली पढ़ी है जो स्टोरी मैंने लिखा था, वो रो रही थी वो स्टोरी पढ़ के। सो आई हैड डिस्क्राइब दैट। अभी मैं डिस्क्राइब नहीं की उसको, क्योंकि मैंने फॉरगिव किया है भाई, आगे बढ़ गई मैं। यू नीड टू फॉरगिव समबडी टू मूव ऑन। लेके बैठे रहोगे ना, मेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ, ऐसा किया, वो हुआ, ऐसा करोगे तो यू कैरी ए बैगेज जो आपको आगे बढ़ने नहीं देता। उससे क्या ब्लेसिंग्स है, मेरे 2 बच्चे तो हैं, ब्यूटीफुल डॉटर्स, इतने रेस्पॉन्सिबल डॉटर्स। मुझे इतना फेबुलस मदरहुड मिला, किसकी वजह से? वही उसी बंदे की वजह से ना। कुछ बुरा हो गया, हो गया। इट वाज टू टीच मी समथिंग, सम बिगर इश्यूज इन लाइफ, हो सकता है वही था। वो रहे भी नहीं अभी तो। मैं भी, दैट वाज हिज पर्पस ऑफ लाइफ, कि मुझे वो टीच करना था, टीच करके वो चले गए, राइट। सो वी नेवर नो ना, ये बड़े बड़े स्कीम में, यूनिवर्स में भगवान ने क्या किसके लिए रख के रखा है। वो तो आके मेरे से बात नहीं करते कि बेटी तू, तेरा ना पर्पस ये है, बोलते क्या। सो हाँ, यस 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 हरप्रीत, ईच ऑफ अस नीड्स टू मूव ऑन। और वो मूव ऑन करने के लिए ना, कहीं पे आपको हैंड होल्डिंग की जरूरत होती है, अदरवाइज आप खुद से नहीं कर सकते। यू विल वेस्ट लॉट ऑफ टाइम। वो टाइम आप नहीं खरीद सकते, यू कैनॉट गेट बैक दैट टाइम। कितना टाइम है आपके पास, वो थोड़ा सा आप सोचो, थोड़ा सा डीपली सोचो कि कैन यू एफोर्ड टू लूज दैट टाइम। आज 5 आप फ्रीडम फिनिशर यहाँ पे नहीं आए, मेरा सपोर्ट नहीं लो, तो भी अगले 6 महीने, अगले साल में बन जाओ। बहुत सारे लोग 3 साल में नहीं बने, लेकिन बन गए, या फिर नहीं बने। हमारे 22,000 स्टूडेंट्स हैं सिद्धार्थ के सारे फ्रीडम फिनिशर थोड़े हैं। नहीं बने तो क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है, अपने लाइफ में मस्त है, उनको ये नहीं करना था। सो इट इज योर पर्पस, आपने डिसाइड किया है कि आपको बनना ही है, इसीलिए आप यहाँ पे आए हो ना। बहुत सारे लोग नहीं आए कहीं, वो वहां पे है नहीं, 3 महीने चले जाते हैं कहीं। आज ये जनवरी से मार्च तक तो फाइनेंशियल ईयर क्लोजिंग होता है यार, मैं वहां रहता हूँ पहले, बहुत सारे लोगों को बोलते सुना है। उनको लगता है कि ये 3 महीना वो छोड़ देंगे तो चलेगा, राइट। व्हेन यू थिंक दैट, कल ही मैं बात कर रही थी, हमारा एक ग्रुप है, 60 लोगों का ग्रुप है। उस सेशन मैंने, हम वीकली मीट करते हैं ऑनलाइन, तो मैं उस सेशन को कल आई वाज एमसीइंग कंपेयरिंग दैट सेशन। तो उसने बोला कि, मैंने पूछा कि भाई 3 महीने पहले ना, ही हैड 1000 सब्सक्राइबर्स उसके यूट्यूब चैनल में। कल मैंने पूछा कि भाई व्हाट इज योर विन दिस वीक, तो बोला कि पिछले 3 महीने मैंने कुछ किया नहीं। मतलब वो 15 दिन काम करके उसका 1000 सब्सक्राइबर हो गए थे। मेरे अगर हुए रहते ना, क्या ट्रिक था उसका, तो मैं तो छोड़ती नहीं, मैं तो वही करती रहती, अभी तक मेरा 1 लाख हो जाता, उसका हो जाता। सी, जिसको सक्सेस आते रहता है, बिकॉज ऑफ गलत प्रायोरिटाइजेशन आप कहीं पे फंस सकते हैं। सो हु विल गिव यू दैट सपोर्ट, वो पूछा भी नहीं। तो बट नाउ मैंने डिसीजन लिया है कल से, कि मैं सबको एक एक करके खींच खींच के, उसमें वो एक फॉर्मेट बनाया है, एवरीबॉडी कैन सी कि इस वीक में आपका क्या विन हुआ। सबका तो हर एक दिन कुछ ना कुछ विन होता है, जस्ट दैट यू डोंट नोटिस। आपको याद नहीं रहता, आपको कुछ भी याद नहीं रहता कि आपने क्या अच्छा किया। फिर थोड़े दिनों बाद आपको सेल्फ डाउट होने लगता है कि यार मैं किसका विल हूँ। तो वो मैं नोट करूंगी, उस ग्रुप के लिए मैंने ये अपने ऊपर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ली है। सो नाउ इसके पहले तो मेरे दिमाग में वो तो पहली बार वो ग्रुप ने मुझे बोला कि आप ना इसको थोड़ा सा इस सेशन को चलाओ, तो दैट इज हाउ आई गॉट। नहीं तो वो कोई कुछ कर रहा है, कोई कुछ कर रहा है, उसमें से कुछ लोग सक्सेस हो रहे हैं, जा रहे हैं। तो कम्युनिटी तो इसीलिए है ना कि सभी कोई हैंड होल्डिंग करे, एक दूसरे का हाथ पकड़ के आगे बढ़े, राइट। नहीं तो अपने अपने जिंदगी में सभी कोई करता रहेगा। कम्युनिटी में क्यों है फिर? हम सोशल एनिमल क्यों है? वाई आर वी सोशल एनिमल? हम जंगल में जाके नहीं रह सकते क्या? अकेले अकेले अगर जाना है तो वी कैनॉट। तो सोचो कि हम पर्पस क्या है, हम इस तरह से क्यों बनाए गए? बिकॉज वी नीड टू टेक एडवांटेज ऑफ ईच अदर। और हम अकाउंटेबल कैसे होंगे? हम इंसान ही है ना। जहां पे आपने इन्वेस्ट नहीं किया ना, वहां पे आप वैल्यू नहीं करो, राइट। सो दैट इज हाउ वी आर इन सिद्धार्थ कम्युनिटी। सिद्धार्थ तो इतना बड़ा काम कर रहा है, मुफ्त में हम सबको ले लिया रहता, राइट? नहीं, यस, नो। यस 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 हरप्रीत, यस। हम इसी के लिए आए हैं, टू मूव चेंज लाइव्स इन। हम अपने अपने हिसाब से, वी ऑल हैव डिफरेंट कैपेबिलिटीज, और हमारा वो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है टू चेंज लाइव्स इन डिफरेंट डायरेक्शन। जो भी डायरेक्शन में कोई जा रहा है, आपके पास जो लोग आ रहे हैं ना, दे आर बिकॉज ऑफ योर वाइब, आपके जैसे ही लोग हैं। वो जो फंसे हुए हैं, वो उसका सोल्यूशन आप ही के पास है। So you have a responsibility to move them, change them, and you recognize that responsibility of yours. इससे अच्छा क्या? This is a grand thing. कितने लोग आप देखो ना, आपके अगल बगल में लोगों को देखो, अपना घर उठ के वो खाना बनाए, बच्चों को भेजा, अच्छा साड़ी खरीद लिए, एंड खुश है उसमें। Do they think about all this that you are thinking? तो आप 2 स्टेप आगे हो, 2 स्टेप क्या, 50 स्टेप आगे हो जाए, या फिर एक जन्म आगे हो उनसे। सो यू शुड रिकॉग्नाइज योर यूनिकनेस, कि आप कहाँ हो, आपको क्या पर्पस मिला है। थिंक अबाउट दिस, कितना यूनिकनेस आप में है, एंड कैन यू डू कैन यू डू मल्टीफोल्ड ऑफ whoever you are right now? कर सकते हो, कर सकते हो। एंड इफ वी आर टुगेदर with each other, then this can happen, and this is the only way to it can happen ना? अकाउंटेबल होना चाहिए, रेस्पॉन्सिबल होना चाहिए, कमिटेड होना पड़ेगा, एंड वट एवर नो, जहां पे भी गड़बड़ है वहां पे थोड़ा सा संभलना पड़ेगा, राइट। दैट इज हाउ वी चेंज आवरसेल्व्स एंड मेक आवरसेल्व्स बेटर, सो दैट अदर्स कैन बेनिफिट। कहीं खत्म तो नहीं होती लर्निंग। पहली बार ही मैंने बताया था, पिंकी को पता है कि खत्म तो नहीं होती, हम एक दूसरे से लर्निंग करते हैं। So that is how a community is built. Yes. समीक्षा चली गई, so it is time now. So I'll see. जैसे yeah, Harpreet. Yeah. So why not come to my community? That is what I am asking you. Why not get enrolled into this, so that I can give you more value in a very responsible manner. That is what I am saying. One more, two. Yeah. So anyways, thank you for everybody to be here. Take your time, take some decision, but you know you don't have time. That is what I'm trying to say. And if you think that I can give you value, I can mentor you, then I would love to have you in my community. And thank you very much. I'll take your. अच्छा, एक ट्रस्ट पायलट का मैं दे देती हूँ. Can you please give me some testimonials? Yes, no. टेस्टिमोनियल तो दे दोगे ना भाई? थैंक यू। थोड़ा सा ढूंढ के देती हूँ, अभी थोड़ी देर पहले निकाला था। जस्ट ए मिनट, जस्ट ए मिनट। अनम्यूट करके कुछ बोल सकते हैं हरप्रीत, इफ यू वांट टू से समथिंग। हाँ हाँ, मेल से भेज दूंगी। Yes, this is the link. If you can click here, you can give some ना जो भी आपको लगा, you can write. थोड़ा सा elaborate लिख दीजिए ताकि लोग पढ़े तो उनको थोड़ा सा समझ आए। And thank you. Anmol, you are clicking on it. सभी लोगों ने क्लिक कर लिया ना इस पे?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much and let us call it a day. और मैं आप लोगों के जो भी डिसीजन होगा उसका वेट करूंगी। Thank you so much for being here. Another request is like जो भी लोग आपके आसपास दिखते हैं ना, जो स्टक है, जो मिड करियर प्रोफेशनल्स हैं, 30 से 45 इयर्स के लोग, एक्चुअली क्या होता है ना, उनको एक्सपीरियंस तो होता है, सारा कुछ होता है, बट दे गेट स्टक क्योंकि किसी के साथ बात नहीं कर सकते। काइंडली ना शेयर माई कॉन्टेक्ट्स टू देम। 90% लोग होते हैं। आप ट्रेन बस में जब ट्रैवल करते होगे ना, लोग या तो पॉलिटिक्स के बारे में बात करते रहते हैं या फिर बॉस को गाली देते रहते हैं। क्या होता है उससे? कुछ नहीं होता। वो बॉस को कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा होता है, अपना ही जी जल रहा होता है, राइट? उनके साथ अगर आप शेयर कर पाओ तो सो लेट देम कम टू दिस ऑल्सो। आप बोलोगे तो आपके ट्रस्ट से वो आ जाएंगे, राइट? So I request you all to pass this on to other people also. तो खत्म करें आज का सेशन?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for being here with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Yes, Anmol, please do that.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.